Hey YouTube, today what we're going to do is we're going to try and fix up our foot here. What we're going to do is we're going to use this hot air gun. What we're going to do is we're going to heat this area here. Then hopefully it'll be just soft enough so we can bend it. So localized heat around that area there, because it's not actually that much actually holds this foot on, so which should be good. And that way once we get that out, then we can start cleaning some more in there. Right, onto it. What we'll do is we'll put a clamp on here. That way we can move it once it's hot. Don't want to particularly burn my fingers. Yeah. Getting a bit slimy. Try that again. Alright, third attempt. Try and heat it all the way around evenly. That's the idea anyway. It is moving, but we don't want to move too fast, otherwise it's going to crack. Really, once you get it moving, you need to put something in there to, so when it comes back it won't stay there, won't set back in the original position. Find something else to put in there. Just got to find something else. Hold on. Get an Allen key. Then put an Allen key. Oops, Mr. Bean strikes again. Hey! Mr. Bean strikes again too. Just pull the heater out of the socket and dropped it. Alright. What we've been able to do is we've been able to heat up the back here, the back over here, enough so we can put the Allen key in, and this way, when it sets, we'll be able to get in and scrape out the rest of the silicone. So the bunny is progressing along. What we've done is we've heated up the back here, back of the foot. We put the Allen key in. The Allen key is we're just using the Allen key as a wedge. So once it sets, then we can get in and peel off the rest of the silicone. There was never much material holding the foot to the body, so that's why we could easily heat it up and move it. Anyway, so once I pick that out, I'll show you, and then that's done. We then have to do the eyes. The eyes will be another project. Alright, see ya. Hey YouTube. What we're going to do at the moment is we are going to try and clean up in between our leg and our belly. Well, leg, belly and Easter egg. Okay, I've pretty much cleaned up the whole of the Easter bunny. Okay, we have given it some hair on the sides. Yeah, so basically we've done in here as well. Everything's basically looking as good as what I'd sort of hoped. The only thing we need to do other than clean up here is might try and put another sanding wheel on the drill out the front. Then we can go along and sand here, just smooth it up a bit, and maybe a bit on the face here and a bit on the belly here. I mean the Easter egg. Other than that, looks not too bad. Yeah, so where are a couple other issues? Yeah, I couldn't get into here with the to make the fur on it. Whether I might just sand that, we'll just see what we can do. Yeah, couldn't quite get into here, but I did buy another. I bought a smaller wire brush. Maybe when we use that we can possibly get in here a bit. We'll just see. When the time comes, we'll have a look and we'll see. Right now, you're here to give, and I'm going to show you, well, some of the little boring process that I've been using to pretty much clean up this whole thing. Alright, what I've also discovered too is been using WD-40. What I do is I just, there we go. We'll just spray a bit in here. This just seems to help get the with the silicone. Alright, so you let it set for a little bit. Soak, I should say. And all I've been doing is just basically going in with the scraper. This is just the one of the little cutters from the little Sharpie thing. Right now, and all I've been doing is going in and just scraping the silicone. Trying to pry it away from the plastic. It's not moving from the plastic, I just dig it into the silicone and try and pick it out. Before we had repositioned the leg, I couldn't even get this in there. That would not even go in. It's really tight. It's still a little bit tough to get in there, but it's not as bad as it was before. All we do is work a bit at a time, give it a bit of a clean out so we can see what we're doing and start again. Yeah, I'm quite impressed with the WD-40. I'm thinking I might try and use that at a later date as a mold release for the plastic. So it might be the way to go. Yeah, I'm impressed with the also the hot air gun. Seemed to work alright. We'll maybe have to incorporate that into some other videos we do. Maybe it's just a good way of gluing this HDPE together. See if I can get a better closer shot. We're slowly getting there. Just got to keep picking and scraping at it. And we'll get it eventually. The moral of the story is, kiddies, excuse the helicopter overhead, probably searching for someone wanted, or a car crash down the road somewhere. So that's all we do. Pick, scrape, clean. Been doing that the whole time. Some places are easier than others to clean in here. When we've been doing it. In hindsight, I really should have probably painted it. I wouldn't have got the dodgy like look as what I got now. Maybe I could still paint some of it, but it's just to show you what you can do. Some people could probably do it better than me, but I'm not worried. It's looking better and better all the time. Looking better and better. Do we need to get the file in there and file it? Oops. You can't see that, can you? Anyway, we still have a bit on the walls down on the side down here. Slowly getting it out, I tell you. Right. Looks not too bad. Yeah, the only way to get the rest is hit it with a file. Yeah, I don't think scraping's really going to get it. I've got a small file. I've been using this to scrape and file bits off before. Needle nose file, but I may have to get a bigger file to just run through here and reshape this possibly, but we will just keep trying, see what we can do. I want to thank the new subscribers for subscribing. It's amazing the things you can do. The cost of this whole project was free. The lids for the bunny, they were free. Well, free as a word, being as that ask your friends and people to hold on to their milk lids. Sometimes that comes at a cost. You got to talk to people. All in all, people aren't too bad. Some people are grumpy. A lot of cafes go through a lot of milk, and if you ask a cafe, or like these coffee cafes, if you ask them nicely, they might be able to save you some lids or even the milk bottles themselves. Because a lot of it goes into the landfill. They don't, in a shopping centre or something like that, they don't hard stuff, this stuff, eh? Look, I broke my file. Sad. Alright, since we broke the file, guess what? We have a nice sharp edge on the file. Bargain. Alright, we can use this to our advantage. We can use that as a nice, good scraping edge on the file. Looking much better down there. Don't have as much silicone left. Just looks a bit rough as guts, that's all. Almost need a longer knife. Not knife, but you know what I mean. Careful, kiddies, when you use knives without the holder, you could run into issues with your fingers. when you do this, seek an adult who's about 80 odd. They won't have any issues with losing a finger. We're getting there. Looking pretty good. Anyhow, a bit more cleaning up and I'll show you.